Hello and welcome to our evening news broadcast. I'm your anchor, Yuni. Tonight we have a major story to report on a clandestine drug lab that was undercover in Bali. In a major victory against drug trafficking, Indonesian police raided a clandestine drug lab in Bali linked to an ongoing North Jakarta case. The sophisticated operational products both ecstasy and high-quality cannabis, utilizing advanced equipment for a meticulous production process. The raid connecting to a larger investigation reflect this Indonesian National Police ongoing effort to dismantle drug cartel and safeguard communities. The bus needed for arrests, including Ukrainians and Russian national. Police discovered the hidden lab product ecstasy and cannabis using ultraviolet light, pH meter, and automated system for precise control. This meticulous approach and user high-quality product, methadone production also involved a highly organized process with careful chemical mixing and specialist equipment. The successful raid disproved a well-organized drug production ring and signifies a significant step forward in the fight against illegal substance. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and provide update. Okay, moving on to political news. My colleague Steny will now take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Yuni. Now we move to the political news about the Indonesian presidential election. I am Teni, will be presenting the news. This election aimed to determine the president and vice president for the term spanning 2024 to 2029. The nationwide election took place on Wednesday, February 14, 2024. Three pairs of candidates fit for the president and vice presidential position. Pit number 1, Anies Baswedan and Muhaimin Iskandar. Pit number 2, Prabowo Subianto and Gibran Rakabuming Raka. Pit number 3, Ganjar Pranowo and Mahfud MD. The General Election Commission, KPU, responsible for organizing the election, orchestrated a series of debates where candidates openly presented their visions and missions. These debates, held 5 times, covered different themes such as governance, law, economics, investment, defense, development, and social welfare. However, the electoral process was not without these controversies. Issues ranged from concern over the eligibility of Gibran Rakabuming Raka as a vice presidential candidate to allegation of state support favoring certain pairs, as well as disparities in quick count result. Following the KPU meticulous recapitulation process, pair number 2, Prabowo Subianto and Gibran Rakabuming Raka emerged victorious in the 2024 presidential election. The Prabowo-Gibran pair secured approximately 58% for the total valid national votes. Additionally, the national recapitulation result revealed their lead in 36 provinces across the country. The recap of the election result was the contest by candidates pair number 1 and number 3 in the Constitutional Court. The legal team of candidates pair number 1 stated that the 2024 election did not process as it should have, in a honest, fair, and free manner. Instead, this election witnessed a betrayal of the constitutional that was structural, systematic, and massive. After the MK hearings, the final result declared the victory of the presidential election to be candidate pair number 2, Prabowo Gibran. That's all the updates about the political news. Now we move to the business updates that will be presented by Ari Garba. Ari, over to you.
Thank you, Tini. Now we'll turn to business news. Branding the Ministry of Transportation revoked international status for 17 exports. What's going on? I am Argaba will present the news. The designation of international airport has led to the reprotection of international status for 17 airports in Indonesia leaving only 17 airports with the status of serving international flight. Up till now, most international airports of only service international flight to the specific countries as not long full flight, just making international who's enjoyed by other countries. According to data from the Directorate General of Civil Aviation at the Ministry of Transportation, out of the 34 international airports opened from 2015-2021, the airport that serve scheduled international commercial flight to and from various countries are only Soekarno-Hatta, Jakarta, I Gusti Ngurah Rai, Bali, Juanda, Surabaya, Sultan Hasanuddin, Makassar, and Kuala Namu, Medan. Several international airports only service destination fly from one or two countries. Other international airports have only conducted a few international flights, and some do have not any international flight service at all. Over airport destination over domestic use can still serve international flight for specific temporary purposes. This can be done after awaiting approval from the Minister of Transportation in accordance with Ministerial Regulation number PM 14 of 2020, concerning amendment to Ministerial Regulation number PM 39 of 2019 on the national airport. It should be noted the overall arrangement of airport, including international airport, will be continuously evaluated. The arrangement and operations of airport will also be adjusted in line with evolving situation and condition. These are the update about business news. Now we move to entertainment updates. This will be present by Eka. Eka, over to you.
Okay, thank you Ari Karba. Now we turn to entertainment news. I'm Eka, brings you the latest update on the royalty dispute involving singer Agnes Mo and songwriter Ari Bias. Secondly, Ari Bias hinted an open summer to Agnes Mo and RW Group over alleged concert use of the song Bilang Saja with your permission and royalty payment. Ari Bias legal counsel Minola Sabayan said this open summer was ensured because private summer match also be Agnes Mo and RW Group. In a press conference in Sion, Jakarta on Thursday, 2 May, Minola explained the summons was issued due to the illegal behavior of artists. 9 paragraph 2 and 3 of the copywriting law. Minola mentioned the penalty 1.5 billion rupiah was calculated based on the use of the song Bilang Saja in three of Agnes Mo concert in May 2023 in Jakarta, Bandung, and Surabaya. Concert include a penalty of 500 billion rupiah. The summer dance Agnes Mo and RW Group make impress payment directed to Ari Bias, who has implemented direct licensing. If there is no response or got for Agnes Mo or RW Group, which 7 work day Minola explained that Aribias will take legal action. Aribias had previously forbid Agnes Mo from performing her song in December 2023 due to similarity. According to Aribias, Agnes Mo management has been out profit in royalty dispute, unlike on singer. Aribias of the with Trust Open Summer. Agnes Mo and OW Group will sue Godfrey be playing the request penalty. If there is no response, legal step will be taken to upload our Aribias economic rights and legal interest as the songwriter. The calculate and the international news update. Now we turn to the sport update. Will we be mentioned? Be Ariwiguna? Ari, I'm over to you.
The Indonesia U23 national team successfully qualified for the final round of the 2024 U23 Asian Cup. The Garuda Muda team had the status of a debut team in the tournament and was included in Group A with Qatar, Australia, and Jordan. Without a strong ASEAN team, the Indonesia U23 national team was able to profit and surprise. The Indonesia U23 national team successfully advanced to the Qatar final with the status of runner-up in Group A with 6 points. Marcelo Ferdinand et al. managed to challenge Australia with a score of 1-0 and 1-1 over Jordan, with the only defeat was obtained when the loss 0-2 to Qatar. Advanced to the quarterfinals, the Garuda Muda team met a strong candidate for the title. South Korea U23 suspended the Indonesia U23 national team, managing to the South Korea with a score of 10 on penalty. After the score was a 2-2 draw for 123 minutes. The result made Indonesia U23 national team advanced to the semi-final and met Uzbekistan. Unfortunately, the Garuda Muda team was unable to face Uzbekistan and finally lost 0-2. Losing the Uzbekistan U23 national teams, the Indonesia U23 national team faced Iraq in the fight for third place. The duel was the last of the Garuda Muda team to score and ticket to complete the 2024 Olympics. However, the Indonesian U23 national teams again failed to achieve good results. Undergoing the duel for 120 minutes, Indonesia lost 1-2 to Iraq. With this result, the Indonesian U23 national teams had the Queen U23 in the 2024 Olympic platform match. Queen is the 4th-ranked team in the 2023 U23 Africa Cup. Thank you.